Hi, welcome back to Sadie Spincraft. So, in today's video, there's two things I want to do. First one is correct a mistake that I made in the last Temu video. Milk is a protein yarn, not a plant fibre yarn. I knew this, and I don't know why it took for people to tell me, for me to go, oh, but duh, yeah it is. So we're going to try the milk yarn again. We're going to see if it can get taken with a proper acid dye. So we'll see what we can do with this. And then I rate fancy doing some dyeing today. So we've got some Falkland and I'm going to dye all that. So I'm going to get this into some water. It's got a T. Get this into some water, get this soaking, pick some colours, because I really don't know what colour I want yet. I'm enjoying spinning the blue, green, yellows from all the wonderful fibre that I received from the wonderful subscriber. And yeah, I don't know whether to do some kettle dyeing or actually do some dyeing where I leave the white in purposefully. I'm not sure, but we're going to work with it. So yeah, let's see if this so-called milk yarn is milk yarn. And we'll find out proper this time because, well, I did film this after this happened, so I'm blaming it on the bash on Ed. So I'm going to go and get this soaking in a jar of water and some vinegar. I am going to put it straight into hot water and vinegar so that if it is milk, it can just give it that little bit of an extra, go on, open up, take this dye, you know you want. And then we'll add the colour. I went with blue last time. I might as well stick with blue and just work with blue. So this will be getting done blue. I'm going to go get all this set up. I will be back very shortly and you'll get to see everything. So this has got the hot water in. I haven't set up both yet. I'm going to need some acid. I'm not shy with my vinegar because I want it to work. I'm just going to add this in. That's warm. Right, that has taken up that water really quick. So I'm just going to get the dye out. I'm going to let you see that. Just, can we go in a bit closer? No, that's wrong way. That way. Right, if you can see them bubbles. That's all the air coming out of the yarn. So I'm going to get some dyes and you'll be able to see what goes on when I put the dye in. Oh, it's all been moved. Why does he have to move and mess stuff? Right, I found my dyes. So I'm not going to do delphinium other... I've got plenty of other blues. Do you know what? What's that jacquard one? Spruce? No, that's a bitch to get rid of. So's emerald green, really, but do we try it? What's this one? Purple. I was going to do blue, but no, I'm going to go for purple.
What?
No, I'm filming.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. Right, I'll be back in a sec. We'll do this. Chris is just going to make a brew and yeah. So anyway, I don't know if I want it to fill the whole thing. So I'm just we're going to watch magic happen. Where's it gone? I'm going to use my thermometer just to stir the colours around. I'm hoping the colours sink down. I wonder if I can... Right, I'm going to leave that be because we're just testing, aren't we? We're testing to see if this is actually milk or if it is acrylic. And we will find out in about 20 minutes. If that water starts to go clear, then we've got a proper protein fibre for £2 odd that's already been spun. If it's not, then it'll stay like that. So I'll be back in 20 minutes and we'll see what happens. So I would say it's been about 20 minutes. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So I think I was right with it being acrylic. We'll see if it's got any form of milk in it. Let me just... Well, we've got to move stuff around. Let's see if it disappears as we move it around. I'll just get my thermometer again. I'm not sure, guys. Not sure it looks any different. Let's see, let's do the squeeze test. Are you ready? It didn't go completely white, so you might have a little bit of milk in. Oh, sorry. So I've done the squeeze test at the top. We'll do it again. Right. It has gone lighter. There's nothing on my hand. I'd say it's got like 10% milk and the rest acrylic. So when I go and wash this, I'm not going to get rid of this water. Let's pull you out. I forgot you were all weighing. So I'm not going to get rid of this water. I'm going to save it for the Falkland. And we'll start by putting the Falkland in that as a base, and then we'll add something to it, because I think that's as dark as that is going to go. So I think I'd say it's got like 10% milk. Still a bust in my eyes because it said milk yarn, but if what people are saying is right, in China, milk yarn is acrylic. If you were to get milk yarn from Italy, it should be milk yarn because that's where it was invented. So I'm going to leave that another 10 minutes just because I can. It's not exactly hot anymore. So I'll leave that to do whatever it wants to do while I get the Falkland ready. And then we'll reuse this water and dye because we're not going to waste it. Waste not, want not. So, yeah. We'll be going into a pan after this because we're going to do some space dyeing. Woo! This is the leftover from the milk yarn. You might be pleasantly surprised with that one. We'll see. So I'm going to do all this Falkland. It's 350 grams here. I don't want to open it up. I am going to keep it in the braid. So I'm going to start at this end. I'm just going to allow the Falkland to just go in and soak up whatever colour it wants. There's going to be no rhyme no reason to how it's put in. I'm just making sure it fits in. I will need to add more water and more citric acid. This is nice, tightly packed. It's going to take, I'd say, 2 hours to even soak in, but it's got a nice purple. My hands are more purple than I expected. So in goes Falkland. We're going to leave that for a short while. I'll come back when I'm ready to add a full kettle of water or half a kettle of hot water, depending on how much we need. And then we're going to start adding colour over the top of the purple undertone. Cool. I'm in mood for playing. I'm going to have to get some more, what do you call it, comb top. I do believe I need some Polwarth and Rambouillet in my life, because I've run out of Rambouillet and Polwarth, and all I've got left is Shetland and everything else. So me being me needs a bit of Polwarth and Rambouillet. I really want to get out of it were a French one that I got off Naomi about, I'd say 5-6 years ago. Probably 2020 actually, so 5 years ago. And Naomi's in Wales. I used to get her tops off Etsy before I started dyeing myself, that was. And it was lace something, but it were a gorgeous fibre. It reminded me of Rambouillet, of how springy it was, but it wasn't quite as soft as Rambouillet, but it was gorgeous stuff. Anyway, I'm chattering on. I'm going to leave this to soak. I'll come back once it's done what it needs to do and we're adding more to it. So yeah, see you soon. So all that has been sat there for ages now. I've got hot water. I'm just going to add that over the top, because it's soaked up the majority of what were in that jar. So I'm putting that whole kettle full of water in there, and we've got this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous lavender. Is it? I'd say a lavender or a, come on, say it, violet colouring. It's near enough taken all that colour that we put in for the milk yarn that isn't milk yarn. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell you. Fudge! I was supposed to leave it as a surprise. Never mind. You know the outcome.
No, you're just gonna...
Right, so the 3, maybe 4 colours I'm choosing. So I'm definitely putting in this hot fuchsia because this is the one that was hard in the previous one. So what I've done, I've emptied that out and I've just added water to the bottle. So whatever's in this is getting put in that. And then to complement the purple and the pink, we're going to try some midnight blue. A bit, maybe bright turquoise. I'm not sure about that one yet. So that's on sideline, that's on fence. And some true black. So I'm going to start by, crumb. Yes, I've got purple hands and pink because I've been messing with this. So I'm going to add this in to one side. So this is the joys of kettle dyeing. I can literally just do that. There we go. That's now a clean bottle, near enough that can go in bin. What have I done with my tea towel again? I'm sat on it. Right. So I'm not going to do out with that pink. I'm just going to leave it there. I do believe I may have to add some more, come on Sadie, citric acid, some more vinegar. That's the one I was looking for. Right, so right now I'm going for the midnight blue. I might not need the true black. Or do I go turquoise? I don't know. I'm going to go midnight blue. I shouldn't need too much. Say shouldn't. It's, well, that worked, didn't it? So I'm going to have to mess with this now because that just went in a huge clump. And that's not what I wanted. I really don't want that pink overtaken by the blue. But it's all good in the hair because we're going to get several variations with it being in a braid as well. There is still going to be bits of white in here. So while I just sort out that midnight blue, I'm going to allow this to just work some magic. I'm going to add some more citric acid right now, so I'll put on this. That's what I'm using for my citric acid. It's just pure white vinegar. I'm just going to slosh it in there. Like I say, I'm not shy with my citric acid. So long as you wash it out right, it shouldn't bother anything. So let's just go in. Let's turn up light, see if we can get in any closer. Look at that. So we've got the deep, dark, midnight blue there. We've got the light lavender violet part there going into the magenta up there. That's so cool. Have you seen that bit just there where it's mixing? You've got the where the blue stops and then where the pink stops just at the top there. How cool's that? I love dyes. Anyway, I'm going to leave this in the pan as it is for until the kettle water goes cold, I'd say, and then I'm going to reheat it again. on the stove. But I'll come back and I'll show you what it's all looking like before we go over to the stove. So yeah, I'll see you soon. So it's now outside cooling. We have no dye left. I did forget about it, so it was boiling and nearly what do you call it? I think I may have saved it. I may have just got there in time. So yeah, there's tiny bit of pink down there, but as that cools, that'll disappear and go into whatever it's missed inside the braid. But oh, I am loving this, and I can't wait to spin it up. Woohoo! So here's the so-called milk yarn, and it has got a tiny little tinge. I'm going with 99% acrylic, 1% milk. So yeah, that's the fake milk yarn. Still didn't work, even doing it as a protein. Then the purple with the added pink and blue. Look what we've got. I am so impressed with this. I can't wait to strip it right down middle from one end all the way to other. Spin one half and then spin other half and ply them together. That is what I'm going to do. That is what that is going to be. Let's bring it out a bit more. There we go. Hey. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you to all the new subscribers and all the returning subscribers. You're all amazing. You all make this worthwhile. So thank you for subscribing and supporting this channel. Don't forget, no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night time, I want you to do what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there. I'll definitely see you all again very soon. Goodbye, my beautifuls. Mwah.